It's a major problem around Albuquerque. We rank as one of the worst places in the country for car theft.
If you haven't fallen victim yourself, chances are you know someone who has. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart sifted through the stats and shows you on special assignment the top spots in town where vehicles are stolen and what thieves are doing with those cars once they steal them.
It happens in an instant.
You feel violated.
And Albuquerque sees more than almost any other city in the U.S.
Does it surprise you that nationally the city of Albuquerque is ranked second in the nation for the most vehicle thefts?
Well, having a car broken into and a car stolen here, no, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Albuquerque got that title from the National Insurance Crime Bureau, but people like David Montoya don't need to hear it to know there's a problem.
First I look in the garage and everything was open, the car doors were open.
Then it hit him.
And I said, holy cow, someone broke in.
Thieves rifled through one of his cars and stole the other one right from his driveway. It put Montoya among the thousands who've had their cars stolen in Albuquerque in just the last year. And the numbers are staggering. Just last month, the city's online crime map shows 540 reports of stolen cars across Albuquerque.
It's sad, it's desperate.
We're seeing all types of reports, whether it be somebody leaving the keys in the vehicle, a broken window, and then gaining access into the vehicle like that, or warrant thefts.
But where is it happening the most? With the city's crime mapping data, we zeroed in on neighborhoods. Uptown had one of the highest rates of car theft. 53 cars were reported stolen there in the last month. 91 reports were filed in Albuquerque's Upper East Side, but that covers a lot of city blocks, from Wyoming all the way to both of Tramway's north and east borders. An even smaller part of town ranked high for stolen cars as well. In 4 weeks, there were 71 stolen cars reported in the Midtown University area. That's about 2 to 3 stolen cars a day.
When we get that type of information, we use that information in order to put our officers in those areas.
APD says officers took the most stolen car reports in January from places like the Embassy Suites near I-25 in Lomas, Presbyterian Hospital, and the Coronado Center. Each location had 5 stolen car reports.
Even though numbers we found show certain parts of town have more reports of stolen cars than others, Albuquerque police and the city's own crime map prove this problem is widespread.
Zoom out and you can see just how widespread. During winter months, there's also been a big jump in unattended cars stolen while they're warming up in people's driveways, something officers call a crime of opportunity.
That's something we've been really hammering on lately.
3 weeks ago, police say Alexis Groves and Paul Garcia stole a van as it was warming up in front of someone's home, then crashed that stolen van into a family's car, killing Sandia High School freshman 14-year-old Shaylee Bowling and her mother, Shauna Arredondo Bowling. Stolen cars used in other crimes, police say, is a rising trend.
Kind of scary.
Montoya says he recently made the mistake of leaving his garage door opener in his Infiniti, which was parked in the driveway of his downtown home. He suspects the thieves got a hold of it, opened his garage, then found the keys to his Infiniti. The car was gone when he woke up.
It changes the way that you live your life and how attentive you are to your surroundings. You know, my head's on a swivel.
Carla Arianes can relate.
I was in shock. I said, oh my God, my mother's favorite car.
Her mom's Cadillac Seville was stolen a couple months ago from her daughter's gated apartment complex in Northeast Albuquerque. But there's something else Arianes, Montoya, and other victims have in common.
It was involved in almost a dozen other burglaries.
I guess whoever was breaking into the homes had my car.
Both say authorities found their cars while investigating other crimes, namely home burglaries.
There was guns, the car smelled like smoke. There was so much methamphetamine in the interior and in the air of the car that it was unsafe for the body shop employees to even work on it.
Ariana says officers found a sawed-off shotgun in her car, a pillowcase full of jewelry, plus
there was, I would say, about 20 sets of different car keys.
In her case, the thieves got away. Montoya says teens had his car and they were arrested. But today, the retired Air Force veteran is taking more precautions.
Really, I hadn't touched a gun since I was in the service, and now I own several.
Protecting his family is top priority. Police say you can also protect your car and property with an alarm, steering wheel and brake locks, or surveillance cameras at your home. Knowing how fast and how often cars are stolen, people like Montoya are still convinced criminals won't get the best of their city.
It's one of those things, you take the good with the bad, and the good definitely outweighs the bad. You know, I love the city.
On special assignment, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, the #1 stolen vehicle in the state is the Honda Civic, #2, the Ford pickup. You can see the full list as well as car theft numbers for your neighborhood on our KRQE News app.